Askreddit asks, parents of Reddit, what's something that you think teenagers of Reddit need to hear?
Learn to say no. If a request makes you uncomfortable, you can say no. Even it's to family or friends. It's healthy to set boundaries and learn to respect others' people's too. Closing parenthesis dot.
If your parents are good people, you should try talking to them about your problems. Don't let embarrassment get in the way.
Just because you pop out a baby doesn't mean it'll keep your soul around, and at times it'll make them break up with you. To that part, just because you have the kid doesn't mean it'll unconditionally love you. Especially when you're a shitty parent. These are things my idiotic friends had made when we were young. Choosing to get knocked up at a wrong time in life has shaken lives to rubble at points.
To my former teenage self. When they say don't do drugs until your brain is fully developed. There's a reason, and you should listen. Edit. Thanks for the awards. That includes alcohol. By the way, if I could tell my 14-year-old self that'd be nice. Straight up, don't do hard drugs like crack or heroin.
I knew you were masturbating. I'm just not going to say anything.
Fuck shit.
But they did, and they asked, were you jacking off? Why did you lie to me?
As an older teen talking to my younger teen self. Have some patience, you fuck.
Past self here. Don't fucking tell me what to do.
Early 20s me talking to teen me. Have some patience. It's okay for things to take time. Mid 20s me talking to early 20s me. Stop mistaking apathy for patience. Your ambition was your drive, and without it you are stagnating. Your parents are just flawed people too. They are, mostly, trying their best. But will still make mistakes.
Your body parts won't all grow at the same speed. Don't panic. Everything will probably even out.
Probably. I'm kinda running late though.
Probably. Shit. There are lots of paths to a successful happy life. Not just the one that involves straight A's and the Ivy League or other top colleges.
Ironically, most parents tell teens the exact opposite.
Very true. Academics is not for everyone. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. And we need to learn to follow and build on our strengths.
I think the point is, no matter what path you take, you need to work hard. I think kids take your idea to mean they can fuck off and be lazy.
1. Work on improving yourself and your interests now. It will set you up for more success later and likely will attract others to you. 2. None of social structure, drama shit is going to matter once you're out of school, so don't worry about what others think. You just do you. 3. It's completely legal for a teenager to buy all the equipment and ingredients to make beer. Just saying.
Honey, Jason is making craft beer again! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Quote exclamation mark.
Haha, very true on number 3. Word of advice. Apple cider out of apple juice isn't too bad. Be sure to use wine, ale, yeast and an all-natural apple juice with no preservatives.
A lot of people try to glamorize high school and make you think your high school years are the best years of your life. For a lot of people, this just isn't true. It's okay not to like high school or to feel like you don't belong. You are not alone. It gets better. High schoolers deal with a lot of heavy shit. A lot of mental illness comes to light at this age, including depression and anxiety, but also heavier stuff. Many who struggle with these issues won't get help until years later. High school kids also deal with a lot of issues, like identity issues, bullying, pressure to conform, disputes with parents, the pressure associated with juggling work, school and life that often get better once high school is done. Hang in there. It does get better.
Cliques and high school mentality exist forever. Some people just never grow up.
Build good health habits now. If you're not already active, find a simple active hobby you can do. Take up Pokemon Go or take up bike riding or something. Also, learn how to cook some basic and healthy meals like chicken pesto pasta or fried rice. The healthier you are as a teen, the easier it is to stay healthy as an adult. Edit. My food options seem super controversial. Like portion control and different recipes aren't a thing. But here's a recipe that's super simple. Fairly healthy. Takes about 5 to 10 minutes and anyone can do. Buy some bagged lettuce. Or like 2 to 3 different kinds of lettuce if you can get the fresh stuff. Take a cucumber, grab some olives or carrots or whatever else you like. Snag some feta cheese. Fry up a small amount of minced turkey. I get that everyone hates fried food. But again, proportions are key. Put lettuce in bowl. Slice up as much cucumber as you want. Add that to bowl. Cut up carrots. Add to bowl. Same with olives and extra veggies. Put in the small amount of turkey, like 100 grams is enough, and crumble a small amount of feta on top. Feta has a strong flavor, so you always need less than you think you do. It makes a really delicious salad that fills you up for hours. Turkey is also naturally flavorful when fried like that, so you can add spices or not and it's still fine.
That we love and care about them. I think we often get caught up in day-to-day life and forget to tell them this.
I know my mother loves me. But she never told us. Nor did she ever hug us or show physical affection. So sometimes it's still hard to believe that I can be loved. She did her best raising us as a single mother. And her being left by our father because he didn't love her anymore seemed to translate to us a bit. I didn't feel affection growing up. I just remember bitterness and sadness. I know it wasn't easy for her. If I have kids, I am going to do things differently.
Me telling my teen self. Don't let your emotions dictate your choices.
The teen self. Don't tell me what to do.
Emotions make good advisors but bad kings. I read that a couple decades ago. Can't find the source now.
Don't let what's in your pants dictate your choices.
It's okay to take some time to take care of your mental health. Nobody will hate you for it.
In fact, it's more than okay. It should be encouraged. And this could easily be implemented in classes at school.
Delete your internet profiles every few years. Your boss in 5 years does not want to see your shit from today. And we all post dumb shit. Google yourself and make sure those accounts are deleted as well.
This, also, as someone who's worked in IT, there is no such thing as anonymous. Everything you do online can be traced.
Don't smoke. Do heroin. Or get arrested.
So doing heroin and getting arrested are two alternatives to smoking. Got it.
Or meth. No meth.
Def not, heroin's a gateway drug.
There's no midway. Gotta go extreme.
You really shouldn't listen to 99% of the shit you read here.
If somebody told me they have issues and go to Reddit for help, I'd be concerned. Half the people have no idea what they are saying.
Especially this.
When I was teenager I was going through a really rough patch where I felt I might have depression. I didn't know who to talk to. So I thought I'd ask my doctor about it. I told him I thought I might be depressed and asked if he had any suggestions on what to do. He laughed at me and said, "You're not depressed. You're just a teenager." I never went back to that doctor again. But I also didn't open up to anyone about the way I felt again. I went through a really self-destructive period following that, using drugs, alcohol, and self-harm to cope, and about to flunk out my school, which was one of the best private schools in the city. I was at a real low point, and one night when I was set on killing myself, my dog Snoopy convinced me not to and made me want to try and get better. I finally decided to try and get some help again, and after I did I wished I had done it sooner. My point is, don't be afraid to ask others for help. Wanting to better your mental health is nothing to be ashamed of, even if it might feel that way.
I'm glad you had Snoopy 3.
It's okay to not have a plan yet. Edit. To clarify, I think you should have at least loose goals. Something, anything, you're working toward. Otherwise you'll go nowhere. But the plan to get there doesn't have to be well thought out yet. You definitely don't have to know all the details at this point. And you certainly shouldn't beat yourself up or stress out. Edit. Thanks to you, Dr. Grabass, for making me make this at least moderately more useful advice.
My plan is not having a plan.
Calm down. You don't need to know what you want to do with the rest of your life right now. Take your time and look at many different avenues.
At the same time, though, don't make huge, life-changing decisions like taking out hundreds of thousands of dollars in loans until you do know what you want to do with the rest of your life.
Whoops.
There's nothing wrong with not liking to talk to people as long as you're friendly. Don't force yourself to be talkative just because others want you to be. You will still need to learn social skills like gauging trustworthiness, effective communication, and helpfulness. However, you don't need to force yourself to be talkative to be socially adept, you do have to be mindful.
Procrastinating is like masturbating, you are only fucking yourself.
If I do my homework, does that mean I get to fuck someone else?
Honestly, in the long run it's probably more likely.
Be calm when arguing your point of view. Accept criticism, shrug off the type of personal attacks and ad hominems that don't contribute to the debate. And don't measure how right you are by number of upvotes or downvotes.
Right now you have options. Figure out what you want. Every bill you get, every responsibility you add to your life takes away options. Eventually people have all these bills and kids and marriages or whatever. But it's all responsibilities that you are going to have. It might take a few years to figure out. No big deal. Just don't go buy that new car because you want to be cool. You just took away a little bit of freedom. Live free now. You have very few responsibilities. Do all the crazy dumb shit. Fail at business. We need more entrepreneurs. Do it and fail now. Because when you're 30 with a family and career and you didn't take that chance when you were a teen, early 20s, it will dig at you every day.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day, you amazing people.